Supreme Being, beautiful souls. Today is such an exciting day, such a lovely energy going on during this solar solstice and new moon and solar eclipse, everything happening at the same time. However, I just want to speak about the energy that is entering right now. Maybe you already saw, you read somewhere else, but I just want to share my own experiences, our own experiences with Andre. The new energy that is entering right now actually started on the last full moon, on the strawberry full moon. But now it is just affirming itself that it's here and it's over. Whatever was in the past is gone. It's really a totally new beginning for all of us. And I hope, I wish, it will be very, very, very enjoyable for every single being out there watching this video right now. I love you so very much. The new beginnings that are coming are going to affect the whole earth. And there has been indeed loads of transformations happening. This is a very long moment. But the difference now is that we are really letting go of the past. Maybe many of you have been experiencing, have been being nostalgic and thinking about past events or places they have been and feeling a little bit sad about them, or they went through a very hard times of depression or some very big emotional event entering in their lives. And that has been because the energy has been preparing us so that we finally let go of all this. None of this is ever going to come back in your life. Remember this. It's over. I know for some of the things it may sound a little bit sad, but that's it. It is over. And if for the last couple of days, and that includes tomorrow as well, when the energy continues the entering of the new beginning, if you have been feeling anxious or emotional about something or whatever, something that made you upset or sad or aggressive, take a look at it, what it was, and just drop it. Drop it, because it is showing you that you just don't need it. It's not a part of you. There's no emotion, no emotional blockage that is a part of us. These things, they do not belong to us. We are empty spirit. We are free spirit. We are just a soul, and a soul does not carry any burdens unless the mind doesn't decide to put it and to give it as experiences. Yes, it is the soul that makes the choices, but many times these choices have been interfered by the mind. And actually the emotions are nothing different than another manipulation of the mind. They're also a creation of the mind. Even though we think a being is emotional, so it's very sensitive, sensual, whatever. But no! It's not any different than a being who is constantly on the mind. Because to create an emotion, we have to work it on the mind. It starts with an event, with a feeling, with something. And then it is the mind that works and exaggerates it so that it can become an emotion. But in reality, it does not exist. If you would like an easier way to drop it, you just want to try to see yourself from above. You can meditate or just close your eyes and Give it a try. Go up there and see yourself down here. And you will understand that none of this matters. It is just a theater that we are playing, and it just doesn't belong to you. And there's always a plan B. You know, I learned very early how to work on anxiety, how not to be anxious. And it is to always have a plan B. So I dropped expectations very, very, very early in my life in this way, because I always knew that if this fails, there's something else I can do. There's always another option, always. And we don't need a lot to be happy. We don't need a lot of money. We don't need a huge house. We don't need a ton of friends even. We don't need anything that comes from the desire. We are just a soul. We are a particle of light, a beautiful being of love, and that's all that matters. Imagine all these people who live happy just like this, just to have, a roof above them and bread on the table. Today, me and André, we went for a walk by the lake nearby, and in the house at the end of the village, it was about 10 gypsies. We have a lot of gypsies here in Bulgaria. And many of them, they live at a very low standard. They don't really have a lot, And it was such a joy to watch these people. They felt so happy. It was a very hot day, and they just had a hose with running cold water out there, and they were taking a shower out there in the field, and they were laughing and rambling. It was lovely to observe them. And they were all, I think, living in this one house. Imagine, we can all do it, and we can all be happy. I'm not saying that we all have to live this way, but there's always more than what we need in the what we desire. Because usually our desire is a result of this exaggerated mind. The mind will always think about something that you need, that in reality you actually don't need to feel the happiness. It is just so that it can create more things in the head. And speaking about this, I want to jump into another topic which is actually very related, and it's about family. I have been mentioning a lot that family is probably the most important people in our lives, because we choose our families very carefully when we are coming on earth for a very, very big reason. And sometimes it is so that we experience something together, to help each other to experience something. Sometimes it is because we want to almost pay back something. Sometimes a soul chooses to be born in a certain family so that it can almost help to cleanse the family, to send them some light, some healing energy. Because there are such complicated families that come, and they really need at least one being there that is a light, is a guiding light. Whether they will see that or not, that's another topic. But sometimes souls almost sacrifice themselves when choosing to be born in such families. And I'm connecting both topics because it is again all about happiness, how we choose to be happy. And the family is a very big part of this. So there's many people who are coming to us with this question: What can I do with my family? They don't understand me. I feel totally like a different being, like I'm not a part of this family. They are very different than me. You can see André in the background. He's preparing for a life for his Portuguese YouTube channel. Well, the most important work we need to do with the family is to reach a state of unconditional love for all of them. No matter what experiences they helped us go through, we have to see them as our greatest teachers, because it is the family usually that brings us the heaviest experiences, some of the heaviest experiences. And this makes us stronger. And this makes us expand our consciousness even further. How can we not be grateful to such people? And this is where it is just a matter of how we will see things, from which point of view we're going to see them. It's a very hard lesson that love gives in such a way, to hurt a being just so that the soul can have this experience. But that's something that we cannot understand on the human level here. It can be understood only on soul level. And if we are able to see that, to oversee that, we can be happy, even far away from the family. This is the time actually when we are ready to step away from the family. If we have reached unconditional love and we feel that it's not the same coming back from the family itself, from our family members, then maybe it is better really to love from far. Maybe this relationship will be even more fruitful in such a way, and your love for each other will expand at a different level until one day you're ready again to get back together. Because it will happen. If not here on earth, it will happen beyond earth when you leave from here. And don't be sorry for any moment missed, because it is not missed at all. It is just another illusion again. It is just the mind again trying to make us feel sorry, feel bad, and to stay on the negative emotions. We want to stay on the neutral emotions, because even the positive emotions can be destructive sometimes. It is good to have a little bit of everything, a little bit of positive, a little bit of negative, but as much as we can stay in the neutral, it is the best. And this is how we can achieve the best state with our families as well. When we reach this state of neutral, that we don't feel any aggression, any negative emotions, nothing, towards them, then we are free. We have accomplished our mission. And in this way, we are just giving them unconditional love, even though sometimes we cannot personally express it to them. But it is enough just to send it from distance. It will be still felt, trust me. Vibration is always felt. And whether the other being is really going to feel it as proper love, or whether it's gonna just strike something within themselves towards such a change as well, towards the letting go and giving in the state of the unconditional love. But it will happen sooner or later. And the new energies now are helping us more than ever for this to happen. You have the full potential from now on to grow very, very, very fast. It is all up to you. All up to just, feeling the infinite gratitude in yourself, for everyone, for everything, but from your heart. I'm not saying to, to push yourself and to try to feel something that you are not actually feeling. And you have to work it out. You have to see the reasons why you're feeling negative or whatever, because this is destroying you. It's not hurting the others, it's destroying only you, yourself. And if you manage to see the reasons, the deep core of this, to let go of it with gratitude and forgiveness, then you're ready for the next step. And this new energy is cooperating us to do all these things very fast. I see energies very visually many times, and now I see this energy as very light, very free, very colorful, but not in bright colors. It's more like, more lighter colors, but very, very bright and clear. And it is so lovely. It is almost like a bliss, but not exactly, because we cannot stay in the blissful state all the time. But it is extremely, extremely lively, and it's all here for you to grow faster. Thank you all, and if you would like to support us, you can just watch the ads here on every video that we put on YouTube. That's really helping us a lot. We really appreciate it, and we love you a lot.